Hi, this is Exploring with Em and Stu.
I'm Em.
And I'm Stu.
And today we're going to be exploring this emergency coastal defence battery here on the Suffolk coast. Built in February 1942, the World War II gun battery here consisted of two 6-inch gun emplacements linked by a long passageway containing crew rooms and magazines. The main gun emplacements would have had overhead concrete covers for protection, and the pillar bases for them could still be seen on the floor. Today the gun emplacements are found partially backfilled with soil, and the guns, which had originally come from old World War I Royal Navy warships, are long gone. And the magazines and crew rooms, which are semi-subterranean, despite being fairly well preserved, have become flooded with over 3 foot of water in places, making access to them difficult.
Okay, right, Emma's got her waders on and she's going to actually explain why she's got her waders on.
Well, as we've already said, it's quite flooded underneath there, beyond wellies apparently. So thanks to Tom Outdoors and In the Van Exploring for letting us know it was that flooded. And we're hoping to have a little look around some magazines and some crew shelters.
I will have to say I won't be going in. One, I haven't got no waders, and two, my knee is really bad, so Emma's kindly offered to do this today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand the camera over to Emma now, and she'll be doing all the camera work, so we'll see you in a little while for the next part.
Okay.
The battery here would have also consisted of a camp, with domestic buildings and Nissan huts to house the 80 men that would have manned this site, with the whole area being surrounded by barbed wire for added protection.
Right, morning then, off you go, I'll meet you outside.
Right, here we go. Stu's going to be just looking in the windows as I go past. I'm not going to be completely on my own. As you can possibly see, there's a lot of rubbish here, which I'm trying to not trip over, so apologies if the footage is a little bit on the jobby side, but there's a lot of stuff here and it's quite deep. Also, this is the first time I've ever worn waders, so yeah, I'm fine. So we're getting used to it. Right, so coming down this long corridor, all these rooms to the left. So here's the first one. I'm assuming this was like a magazine. It's one of the closest ones to the gun emplacement, so I hope you can see all right down there. Maybe I'll pop my torch on just as a bit of a backup. But yeah, just got this rectangular room. It's actually windows blocked off up here. I think this was probably, they did say that some of the gun battery was originally destroyed when they made improvements to the seawall, so I'm assuming that you probably could have got in from the other side as well. There's these loopholes along here for defence from that side, I guess, if they had any sort of invasion or attacks. But let's carry on down here. It's getting deeper. Like I said, I first found this place on YouTube when Tom Outdoors and Alfie from In the Van Exploring checked it out, and for months and months I've been wanting to come, so I finally got here. So I'm really quite excited. Hence the reason I was not going to come without my waders. Right, I just got to watch me step here. Here's another way in. A way in from the west. Oh, there's Stula. He's there, he's keeping an eye on me. But, oh God, there's so much rubbish here.
Just watch your step.
Yeah, I am. I've already apologised for the footage.
Oh, right.
Here's another room. I guess I think each one of these gun emplacements had 2 magazines. So this would be another magazine. Again, with the windows blocked off at the other side. It's reinforced concrete you can see up there. This place is actually in really good condition, vandalism wise. I mean, it's no graffiti, but I suppose, as it's been said before, vandals don't very often bring waders with them.
Well, they'll bring spray cans, but won't bring waders.
No, they won't bring waders or wellies. I'm not going to go in that other room. I won't be able to show them anything else anyway. We're going to carry on down this long corridor. This camera's quite heavy. I think this is where it gets deeper. I hope you can see all right, because it is quite dark down here. Let's fingers crossed that my waders ain't going to leak. But this water looks quite fresh actually. Doesn't smell or anything. Maybe in the summertime it might. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Right, so here's another room. This one doesn't look like it is going to be a magazine. No, this is probably the crew quarters. It actually looks like ablution rooms, like toilet cubicles. Let's have a little look and see if there's any remnants. Yeah, like pipes, I believe. Don't know if you can see that. Looks like there's a pipe running down. Maybe went straight into the sea. I don't know. I don't think there's any original features left. Just check it out. Nah. But again, it would have been another window up there. So this place really has been backfilled an awful lot from the east. You can see a bit of the original paint on the walls, painted cream, although this is meant to be World War II. Oh no, there's some sort of bit of a light there. It'd be really cool to see one of the lights with some glass in. I've never actually seen one that well preserved. Right, let's keep on going. Sorry if the light's coming through those embrasures a little bit, making the footage a bit bad. Right, this next room on the left here. It's just a little room. I imagine that's crew quarters again. Like we've already said, this place was manned by, I think, 80 men at any one time. So they needed something. I don't know if this is a crew room or if there's another little magazine. Yeah, I'm alright. It's quite muddy actually down here. I'm sinking in the mud a bit. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they've obviously tried, for some reason or another, they've tried to backfill it with all this concrete, but they haven't bothered to backfill anything else, so it seems a bit pointless.
You alright?
Yeah, just try and get over this lot. Oh, it's not quite so deep here.
No.
Oh, that's mud. The mud is making it deep.
Right.
Alright. Oh, just get over that. Got me foot stuck in mud. Jesus, that mud is really thick.
You alright?
Yeah. God knows what this is down here. There's all sorts of stuff. Right, so we're just coming up to another room on the left. I'm assuming this is probably another magazine for the other gun, the South gun. Although I don't know actually, it's a bit small. Look, you can see where other people have walked in the mud. So other people have been here recently. I don't know what's in the middle there. It looks like maybe some sort of fire. But there is a little hole at the top there, maybe a little ventilation shaft. I don't know if you can see that. So if this was crew quarters, maybe they did have a little stove in the middle there, but I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to go check it out. But there is little nests down here, look.
Nests?
Yeah. Are they bird nests or wasp nests or what? But it's a little bit of original wood actually as well.
Okay.
There's not been too many original features down here, but... Alright, well I think we'll carry on. We're nearly at the end. So the next little room. Again, it's just a very small room. I'm assuming it was just rooms for the crew again. Looks like there's evidence of cupboards or something along there. Yeah, it's nails. Something would have been hung up, and there's nests. The nests have been built into the nails. Oh, but look at this window. Oh my gosh, actually, I think. God, that's deep. Sorry, I'm not doing it.
If it's too deep, do not go in.
Oh, it's okay. It's the mud that's deep. Yeah, it's got original glass, I think, in that window.
Oh.
It's been bricked up from the other side, but wow, no, that's quite impressive. Right. Get myself out of the mud. Sorry if this video is going on a little bit, but I can't go any quicker. Anybody who's been down here before will know exactly what it's like. Right, and I think that was another little window. Can just about make out the frame there.
What you got down there?
And just up west to it will be the gun emplacement, but to the right I've got this corridor. This doesn't look as deep. I think the one down the bottom is probably too deep. I'm not. Don't know if I'm going to worry about going in that one. Luckily the tread on me wellies is pretty good. God, look, shoes and everything down here. Somebody came down and lost a flip flop.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, you can tell how far this has actually been filled up. I'm 5'2" and I'm banging my head on the ceiling. Right, so got a little shelf storage here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You see there where they would have put the shells. We've seen these many times before. Ventilation over there. Okay, I'm not going to go in. I think you can see everything from this angle. And if I just go to the right here, you can actually see it would have had big doors on it. And I think actually if I step back, I might just get in shot where big runners would have gone. Big sliding doors would have gone across there. And I think we might actually have one just to the right of me down here. Yes, great big sliding door. Somebody's ripped off. And again, these sort of slatted shelves. For, again, some more shells and stuff. So there we go. I'm not going to go to the one on the north because it's exactly the same as this, but it's really, really deep. I'm not overly confident with it, so you can have to use your imagination. But here we go. That is inside this emergency coastal gun barry. And I really hope you like the footage because I've tried really hard to get it for you.
Right, that was Emma's. So we'll see you in a sec once she's once she's sorted out. So see you in a minute. Right, Emma's got to go and get some photographs. She's gone back down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you around the battery now, the other side of it. This one's a little bit more significant than the other one on the other side, so I think we'll show you this one a little bit better than the other one. I'll take you through. Along here, all at the top here, would have been a concrete roof where the gun emplacement would have been. You come through here and see some remnants there. People have been graffitiing and all that lot. And got like a, do you know what? Leave a comment in the description. I don't actually know what that is. Told you we're not experts in these things, but we do like to come and visit them.
Do you want to know what that stuff is?
Yeah, tell me what they are, Em.
Right, they were pillars to hold up the roof.
Oh, they were pillars to hold up the roof. So when they were taken out and the roof was taken at the gun,
they were pillars, yeah.
To hold up the roof, right? Okay.
They were covered over.
Right. Well, there you go, Emma. Emma just answered the question. You don't need to do that. They're just coming through here, just having a look round. Yeah, there's nothing significant there. So yeah, I'm going to get a few scans done and at the front, and we've got another building to see before we say goodbye to everybody. So I'll get some scans done, so we'll see you in a little while. Right, Emma's just come out. She's just, as I said earlier on, she's gone down to get some pictures.
Yeah,
So how
took a
was
few
it?
pictures. Cold, wet, quite dangerous, lots of tripping over, lots of rubbish, as you'd see. When I went back to take the pictures, I actually managed to get into those other casemates and take a really good picture of that. I would never have been able to film down there. It would have been too dangerous. I probably would have dropped the camera. But there was some really cool stuff down there, including a nice original light, which I'm going to put some pictures in as we talk. So yeah, really, really good.
How did your waders hold up?
Well, I'll tell you when I take them off, but I don't feel wet.
Oh, that's good. Well, what we're going to do, we've got a few more bits to do around the area. Then we're going to be going to a watchtower, and then maybe a World War I pillbox. Yeah. And then we will be saying goodbye. So we've had a really beautiful day today. It's like 15 degrees out here today in February.
Yeah, it's
lovely,
isn't it?
It's lovely. So hopefully the camera would have actually picked up a really good HD picture today. So we're going to get on now, and we'll see you in a minute.
The base observation post or fire control tower here is one of the best preserved examples of its kind, and had 4 stories which consisted of a basement, ground floor armoury, first floor telephone room, and the top floor, which housed a bar and Stroud rangefinder. Alright, so this battery also had a base observation post, as you can see here. It's also built in the Second World War, and well, as you can see, we'll take you around it and hopefully we can get up to some of the other floors.
The ladders are missing though, aren't they?
Yeah, the
steps
ladders are missing. So if we manage to get up there, it'll be clambering.
Okay. Okay then, well, let's take you. Let's go. Okay, right, we're going to be going into here now. If I remember what Emma was saying, the bottom floor, like the basement, is actually flooded and damp or something, isn't it?
Yeah, they actually didn't even end up using it very much.
Right, okay.
Because they found out quite quickly that it got very damp, and I think it sometimes was prone to flooding.
Okie dokie.
So,
right.
Even back then.
So we're just going up now into this area. Oh right, okay.
So
yeah.
This ground floor was used as an armoury.
Right. This is the armoury.
Yeah, from what I've read.
Okay. So there's not much to see in here actually, but it's enough, I think. And that looks like a device that Emma would climb up.
Yeah.
Let's have a look down there. I don't think.
No, it's not actually flooded at the
It's
minute.
not flooded, no.
I'll take some pictures.
Yeah.
We'll put them in now.
Yeah. Okay. Now Emma, are you or aren't you?
Of course I am. Well,
Of course she is.
Tom can do it, I can do it.
Of course she is. Right. So what we'll do is then, as usual, I'm going to switch the cameras off and Emma will be climbing up. So we'll see you in a minute.
I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, see you in a sec. Right. Right, Emma's down there now. I'm passing the camera down to her. There you go. There we go.
Thank you. Right, so I think this room was originally hoped to be some sort of armoury as well, but it's not flooded today, but back then it was very flooded, prone to damp. And there's not much to see. I think this this artwork on the wall is actually something quite modern. Don't really even know what it says. Some artist did some work in this place, apparently a few years ago. I don't think they'd have been allowed to now. All right, there you go. It's just a square room, so I might as well take you back up this ladder, which isn't fixed to the wall at the bottom. It's really wobbly. So, all right, there you go. The basement.
Okie dokie. Lovely. Oh, right. We'll get Emma to come up now, and I'm going to send her up there. So see you in a second.
Right, so I'll just come up there to the first room here, which I believe was a telephone room. From what I've read anyway. I don't know how accurate that information is. That's all I've got to go with. So again, it's kind of the replica as what we had downstairs, but it's got this big shelf thing, which looks like it could have had originally like a wall bit going across. Don't really know. Is there anything under here? Let's have a look. I haven't got me light. Oh, there we go. Can you do anything? No, I don't think there's anything. Alright, so I'll just give you a quick twirl of the whole place. And then I'm going to get up to the next level. There we go, which is up there. So I'm going to try and clamber up there with this. As you can see again, this writing up here, again I think it was done by some artist or something. I don't really know what it's all about. Prisoner of war, maybe some sort of memorial. It's pretty nice. Nice thing to do, but not very original. Alright then guys, let's get up here. Enough of that. Right, so up I go. Right, I've just come up that ladder. I'm having to duck down in here because I don't know if you can see, but the roof has collapsed. We've got some other people coming, and you might be able to hear them. Little family looking around too. And this whole roof is all metal, and it's just rusted to bits, and it's collapsed. From what I gather, it's collapsed down onto this concrete. This was basically an observation post. They had something up here.
The bar and Stroud.
The bar and Stroud, apparently was used up here. I hope you can see. Should have brought my torch really. But yeah, big slit would have been here, bigger than what there is now, obviously. And they'd have used it, obviously, to look out.
Also had a rangefinder.
Yeah, had a rangefinder as well, apparently, that bar and Stroud. Anyway, I think that's about as much as I can show you up here, so I'm going back down there. And we'll see you when I get down. By 1945, the battery was rendered surplus to requirements and so abandoned. There was no visible traces left of the camp buildings, and the coastal artillery searchlights that would have sat either side of the gun emplacements, along with several pillboxes, have now succumbed to coastal erosion, leaving only the extraordinary and ominous concrete remains seen here as the only evidence left of this once imperative site.
Right, we've just come out of the lookout
Base
tower.
observation post.
Yeah, you see Emma done her little bits up there.
Yeah, try my best. Anyway, before we go, we thought we'd just check out this World War I pillbox.
Yeah.
Which is right next door to it, so it seemed a bit silly not to.
Yeah, so we're going to quickly do that and then we'll say our goodbyes.
Right.
So see you in a sec, so we've just cruised through now. Might as well keep the camera going.
Yeah, not much to see.
No, so
You don't often see,
you don't see many of these.
not the round World War I.
But look, but these are so much better quality than the Second World War. These are solid, absolutely solid. They're not slapdash like the original one. It's World War II. There's not really much to see in here actually. There's no even point in going into that. It's so small. But you have a look.
Yeah, you can see where some platforms maybe where
Yeah.
they would have lent their guns.
Guns on there. Look.
Yeah. Oh, look at the roof though.
Yeah, the
It's,
roof.
Actual
Corrugated iron.
And they've just slapped this
Loads of concrete on it.
on
Yeah.
top, haven't they? The rest of this looked like that was all poured into just a big mould
Yeah.
with all sorts. I mean, bits of shells and everything in.
Yeah, and
this
you
concrete.
and just here got the original doors.
I reckon they got these pebbles off the beach.
Probably did. Would have been ideal, wouldn't it? There we go. So
There you go.
there you have it, World War I pillbox. So, and we'll just give it a little bit of a look around for you. And there you go. Very, very good. Really enjoyed this today. And the reason we couldn't do too much, because as you can see over there, there's digger work going on and all that. I think we've done quite well in the video to hide all that.
Yeah, well, we tried.
Yeah.
We think they're fixing some of the seawall.
Yeah.
So I suppose there's not much we can do. We didn't know they were going to be here today, so
No.
We were a bit disappointed, but still, I think we did all right.
Yeah. So anyway, our explore's over. We had a good few hours down in Suffolk.
Yeah,
So
yeah, tried my waders out. That was
yeah,
cool.
it's really, really
So I
good.
hope you enjoyed it anyway.
So we'll, as from exploring with Em and Stu,
We'll catch you on the next one.
hope you enjoyed.
Yep, thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.